भजो रे गुरुचरणम् मानस भजो रे गुरुचरणम् दुस्तर भवसागर तरणम् दुस्तर भवसागर तरणम् मानस भजो रे गुरुचरणम् दुस्तर भवसागर तरणम् गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय स्वामीनाथ सद्गुरु जय जय स्वामीनाथ सद्गुरु जय जय ओम नमः शिवाय 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 शिवाय नमः ओम ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः ओम अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिवो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय मानस भजो रे गुरुचरणम् दुस्तर भवसागर तरणम् दुस्तर भवसागर तरणम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपादं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमतास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमतास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोडकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। 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 Start from the beginning together. Kalabhyam chudalankrutashaशिकलाभ्यां निजतपः पलाभ्यां भक्तेषु प्रकटितपलाभ्यां भवतु मे शिवाभ्यामस्तोक त्रिभुवनशिवाभ्यां हृदि पुनः भवाभ्यामानन्द स्फुरदनुभभ्यां नतिरियम् अङ्गोलं निजबीदसन्ततिरयस्कान्तोपलं सूचिका साध्वीनैजविभुं लदाक्षितिरुहं सिन्धुसरिद्वल्लभं प्राप्नोदीह यथा तथा पशुपतेः पादारविन्दद्वयं चेतो वृत्तिरुपेत्य तिष्ठति सदा सा भक्तिरित्युच्यते नालं वा परमोपकारकमिदं त्वेकं पशूनां पते पश्यन् कुक्षिगदान् चराचरगणान् बाह्यस्थितान् रक्षितुं सर्वामर्त्यपलायनौषधमधिज्वालाकरं भीकरं निक्षिप्तं करलं गलेन गिलितं नोद्गीर्णमेव त्वया. Repeat after me. Smrutau shastre vaidye shakuna kavita gana panito purane mantre va स्तुति नटनहास्येष्व चतुरः कथं राज्ञां प्रीतिः भवति मयि कोऽहं पशुपते पशुं मां सर्वज्ञ प्रतितकृपया पालय विभो. स्मृतौ शास्त्रे वैद्ये शकुनकविता गानपणितौ पुराणे मन्त्रे वा स्तुतिनटनहास्येष्वचतुरः कथं राज्ञां प्रीतिर्भवति मयि कोऽहं पशुपते पशुं मां सर्वज्ञ प्रतितकृपया पालय विभो. In this world there are so many things, so many different vidyas are there, especially in Bharata, the land of illumination. There are so many different vidyas, fields of knowledge available, endless, like an ocean, Vidya Sagar. And some of them are recognized as important or even praised by the kings, for which they compensate for the study of those things. So here in this portion, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, who is qualified to be a devotee? Is there any special qualification necessary? Like if you are studying Vedanta, then you are expected to have Viveka, Vairagya, Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam and Mumukshutva. For bhakti, what is the qualification? For the bhakti, there is only one particular qualification necessary. What is that? Bhakti only. Moksha sadhana samagryam bhaktireva gariyasi. In Vivek Chudamani, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Moksha sadhana samagryam, among the ingredients, qualifications necessary for moksha, bhakti gariyasi is the highest. In Shamadam Uparati Titika Shraddha Samadha, there is no particular devotion is mentioned. Even though Shraddha has got little bit of it, but it is more of Shastra Shraddha. But in recognizing the Lord or realizing the Lord, there is only one ingredient, that is bhakti itself. So here he says, I don't know anything. Katam rajñam pritihi bhavati me mayi. Which king will recognize me? Because I don't know any one of them. Achaturaha aham. Chaturaha means one who is expert. Aham na chaturaha. I am not an expert in anything. What are the things you don't know? Now if I ask you, what are the things you don't know? Put a list. It will be longer than what you know. There are a huge list of what I don't know. A small list of what I know. Now I ask you the third question. What you don't know that you don't know? Endless. Smrutau. About the smritis, I have no knowledge. Shastre. In Shastra means Shruti here. That also I don't know. Vaidya. About medical science, I don't know. Shakuna, Kavita, Gana, Panidau. What is known as the expertise in augury. That is Shakuna. Kavita, poetry. Gana, singing. Panidau, grammar. Then mantra, the mantras, Vedic prayers. Stutihi, all the praise of the Lord, glory of the Lord. Natana, dance. Hasya, all the comedy, dramas, etc. Achaturaham, none of them I know. Katam mayi rajñam pritihi bhavati. Then who will recognize me? During the ancient times, when the king recognizes, then everybody will, it's like Oscar, When you get an Oscar, then you will be world famous immediately, right? Or somebody very important who recognizes your talent, then you will become very well known. That's why all this, singing competition, all that thing they do. Once you have got that super singer, immediately all stages are open for you. Star singers. That's called Sarigama singers. Immediately you are all recognized. Similarly, the Rajya, the king, but does not recognize because I don't know anything. So, therefore, who am I? Koham. What am I worth? Who knows me? So, oh Bhagavan, you are the only one who can save me. Hey Pashupate. And it is said in our Shastra, why the human birth is so different from all other living beings. About eating, mating, drinking, sleeping, there is no difference between human and other living beings. Why human is human? Because there is man. Human. Man hai to manushya hai. So in English also human. So or man. Why is man as a man? Because man hai. Man ki baat hai. Not man ki baat hai. Man. Man hai. So mind means what? It is not just for the feeling, but thinking, planning, understanding. So if knowledge is not there, why am I human being then? Therefore he says, Pashu mam. I am just an animal. None of the things that everybody knows, because of which they are even noticed, I don't have anything. Pashum mam. Me being only a mere animal-like existence, pratita kripaya palaya vibho. Your well-known praise, well-known grace. Pratita means well-known. Prastuta, explained, very well understood. Prashrita, pala kripaya, with your well-known grace you are giving to everyone, especially you are Pashupati. I am a Pashu. You become my Pati. Other animals don't have any other knowledge. Don't you protect them? I am also one among them. Therefore, Palaya Vibho. Oh Lord, please protect me. It is interesting that in Chandogya Upanishad, Narada, he goes to Sanat Kumaras. Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanat. There are 4 children of, mind-born children of Brahma. Sanaka, Sanat, Sanatana, Sanandana. These are the 4. These 4 sons of Brahma, as soon as they were born, they became Vairagis. Bhagavan, Brahma created them so that they create progenies, right? That is the intention with which he created. As soon as they were born, they said that we are interested in Brahma Vidya and we are not interested in Grihastha. We just went away. Then came Narada. Even Narayana, he also went. So Brahmaji was really frustrated. What is this? But so Narada's brothers were the Sanat Kumaras. And if you see the Dakshinamurti, the 4 of them were sitting there. They are all the 4 sons of Brahma. They are very great Brahmanishtas. So he went to them and said, I know everything that can be learned, I learned. Then I learned everything that is Deva Vidyas, that also I learned. All the Vidyas that are known to the Manushyas I know. The Ganam, Deva Ganam, that I know, Gandharva I know. And he says even Dhanurvidya, Shilpa Vidya, and then he says Ayurvedya, all things I have learned. Poetry, prosody, grammar, everything I learned. But yet, my sorrow I could not overcome. So I learned all these things but did not have the ability to overcome the sorrow of my life. What should I do? So I learned, I understood that Atma Vidyaya Shokam Tartum Shakyate. Only by Atma Vidya one can cross over the endless ocean of sorrow. Tasmat Atma Vidyam. Therefore you teach me Atma Vidya. So teach me Atma Vidya. So then Sanat Kumaras then teach him Atma Vidya. Similar to what Shankaracharya had said in Bhajagovindam, when he was walking with his disciples, so any time he would start his composition, you will not know. So some people were like stenographers all the way behind. Because suddenly he will start. Immediately you have to make a note of it. So he saw one old man, senior citizen. Nowadays you cannot say old man and all that. Senior citizen teaching to the kids grammar rules. He stood there, all his disciples were standing. He looked at him. See, at this ripe age, instead of thinking of Bhagavan, he is teaching grammar rules. Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Rakshati, Dukran Karane. At the time when you are facing with death, grammar rules, how will it help? When Yama comes, oh, you are masculine, Yam, Yamaha, Yamo, Yamam, Yame, Yama. Yamaha, Yamo, Yamaha, Yamam, Yamo. Yama said, what are you trying to do? It is said that one person was cooking at home. Yama knocked at his, not knocked at door, he just walked in. So he looked at him, who are you? I am Yama, come let us go. Where? You are dead, I am taking you. I am not yet dead. You will be dead. By the time I take you, you will be dead. So it's not time. Young, I'm only 75. Doesn't matter. Your time has come, let us go. But I'm making soup. See, this doesn't matter to me. It's time for you to go, and I have come here to take you. But you didn't tell me. I won't tell. I won't give a notice in an email and then sending, I'm coming this day. And I don't do such things. So, but this is the best soup I'm making. Please let me have it. Today I have a list. The top of the list is you, early morning. I have to finish this. So don't waste my time. He said, just give me a few minutes. I will have my last soup and we'll go. You want to have it? Emma said, okay, give me a small, little. So he started preparing and put little sleeping pillows on there and gave it to him. So Emma drank that and he went to sleep. So this fellow took the list, struck the first name out of it, and then put him as a last name. And he put them, and he left it there. So then slowly he woke up. Okay, I know, so your soup was so good. By the way, what's your name? He gave the name. I decided to go from the last name today. You cannot escape. Samprapte sannihite kale. Sannihita means determined time. At the determined time, nihite kale, nahi nahi rakshati. Right? Not even your grammar rule, whatever you know, nothing will. So it is said by Bhagavan Shankaracharya that Sakrita piyena murari samarcha. Even a single moment you do the worship of the Lord, tasya yame nana charcha. Then Emma would not even argue with you, won't even come next to you. So here he says, I am Pashu and I have no knowledge. As much as Narada knows everything, still he felt incomplete. So even men of great knowledge and so much of learning and scholarliness, unless they have devotion for the Lord, it is not possible for them to cross over this ocean of samsara. Samsara sagaram natarati. So one would wonder, what is this samsara sagar? Where is it, Swamiji? Where is this samsara sagar? Tell me. You know what samsara sagar means? It means the endless vasanas that we have. That is the samsara sagar. It's not a physical sagara that you have. The ocean is nothing but countless vasanas that we have. We don't know how many we have. Because as the occasions arise, suddenly new vasanas are coming from within only. It is not created from outside the world. It's already inherent in that. External world is only a catalyst. We all go to the same shop, but what I like is not what you like. The world presents itself as it is. It is not specially for you and specially for somebody else. Everybody sees the same world only, but not the same way. It is because those vasanas inherent over many lives have gathered it, not only this life. And just like a water that is pouring down as a rainwater, once it has started to come down from the hills, it gathers so many things in itself. So many herbs, so many minerals and other things. By the time it reaches the ocean, or before that, it becomes a sagara of what? So many things. Is it not? In the same way, over many lives we have carried so many vasanas, and to overcome them one by one, it's not possible. By the time you finish one, there are 100 of them waiting. When does it end? So that is why he said, I've learned all these things, but yet I didn't see the shokasya param. I don't see the other end of this ocean of sorrow. So that is why he says, I am a Pashu. Pashum mam sarvajna pratita kripaya palaya vibho. Oh Lord, you protect me because I am like an animal. Even as I have learned, or I have not learned anything, it is not going to protect me, that I know. So the only way I can get relieved from all this is by your grace only. Therefore, what is the qualification of a devotee? Innocence. There is a big difference between ignorance and innocence. Innocence, a child also is innocent, right? A child also is innocent because he doesn't know anything. A Mahatma is also an innocent, but in no sense like a child. His innocence is born out of the awareness that any amount of knowledge will not by itself can give me moksha, unless I have a total surrender to the Lord. The innocence of a Mahatma is knowing that what he has learned is so limited. The more we learn, the more humble we become. If knowledge makes you arrogant, you have not learned anything actually. The more you know that you don't know. That's why Mahatmas are, what makes a Mahatma Mahatma? Vinayam. Vidya dadadi vinayam. Vidya vinaya sampannaha bhavati. The humility born out of the understanding that whatever I have learned is so limited. Only people who have a limited knowledge will become very arrogant, Upanishad very clearly says, the people who think that they know, they are the most dangerous ones. Swayam dhira pandidam manyamana janganyamana pariyanti modaha. And they become those people who lead the others also into the same kind of ignorance. Andena niyamana yatantaha. These people blind leading the blind. And one another Upanishad mantra very beautifully says, Yame vesha vrinate tena labhyaha tassesha atma vivrinate tanum swam. So those who have selected or have chosen the Lord exclusively, for them Atman reveals itself. So em eva esha vrinute tesha atma vivrinate tanum swam. One meaning is, when you choose Paramatma exclusively, the Paramatma Tattva will reveal itself to you. This is one meaning. Another meaning is, when you surrender, he chooses you. There are two ways of interpreting the same mantra. Yam Ishwaraha Vrnide Tena Labhyaha. So one Bhagavan chooses, he becomes a recipient of this great enlightenment. So who will choose Bhagavan for sure? One who knows, what I know is very little. And Bhagavan is the one who envelops everything. He wishes, then it can happen. So he says, O Prabhu, Palayamam, please protect me. Pratita Kripaya Palayamam, you the one who knows everything, please. Now one may think that only certain people who also practice certain rituals are liked by the Lord. And there are so many procedures are given. What kind of a mantra you should chant, what kind of things you have to offer, all these things. But here is a story of Bedara Kannappa in Kannada, become Kannappa Nayanar in Tamil, well known. He was an unpad, just a hunter. I don't know, in Telugu tradition you may have that also. He was not a person who has read anything. He was not even a person who knows how to do rituals. Nothing. But he had so much affinity towards God. And what he did was, that is said in the verse number 63 here. Margavartita paduka pashupatehe angasya kurchayate kandushambunishechanam puraripoho divyabhishekayate kinchid bhakshitamam ca sheshakapalam navyopaharayate bhakti kim na karotyaho vanacharo bhaktavadam sayate margavartita paduka pashupate rangasya kurchayate kandushambunishechanam puraripo divyabhishekayate kinchid bhakshitamam sashesha kavalam navyopaharayate bhakti kim na karotyaho vanacharo bhaktavadam sayate. This very hunter, he was living in the forest, and there was a temple of Shiva. Shivalinga was there in the middle of the forest, and there used to be a priest who would come regularly every day and would do the regular ritual worship. He will clean the entire Shivalinga properly, clean it up, and take the flowers and chant the Rudram and offer the flowers, and he would prepare some food or the fruits from the forest, offer as the prasad, sit there, do some meditation, and will go away. So this was regularly going on. One day this Kannappa is known as Kannappa later on only, but he had gone there and he saw this particular abode of the Lord. He started to climb the small little mountain there, reached the very abode of the Lord. It was a small shelter and with a lot of trees around and all that. He looked at the very Shivalinga there. Something very strange started to happen to him. He felt that so much full of emotion to the Lord, tears coming out of his eyes, and he was feeling so at ease looking at Bhagavan. Same thing that had happened to Sri Ramana Maharshi when he heard the name Arunachala. So he never heard this before. When somebody mentioned Arunachala, suddenly something started to move in his heart. Where is it? Where is it? He started to inquire. And finally, after all the various inquiry he did and other things, finally when he reached the abode of Arunachala, he immediately said, "Oh, my father have come to your place. After that, I don't want to go anywhere else." And it is said in the life of Ramana Maharshi, he never moved out of the place until his final samadhi. Not a moment he moved away from that. So, in the same way, this Kannappa had found is so much solace, that place. And he saw all the flowers and all those things. He did not know what is going on there. And the lamp was lit there, some flowers, some fruits. Oh, somebody is doing something here. So he went back to his usual routine. Next day, somehow, around the same time, when he has finished his hunting, he had some, hunted deer or something, which he had removed the skin and got the meat out of it. While carrying back home, he suddenly stopped. How can I eat myself without giving to that one who is sitting there all alone by himself? I should go and give it to him. So he again climbed the mountain there and reached there. Again he saw all the ritualistic things that were kept there. He cleaned up the whole place with the water and put the meat in front of him. And also he had the blood of the deer also. He poured that blood there. Then he said, please take it. He sat there, waited for some time. Then he went back home. Next day the priest came. What? Blood? Meat? He got alarmed. So who could do this? Immediately he removed all that thing, cursing whoever has done it, and completely cleaned the entire place with so much of water and clean, and then Dettol also, no, Dettol was not there, but everything he put there, completely removed all that, and feeling so bad, crying, oh Lord, what an insult to you, who has done this? Then after that he chanted the mantras to purify the place, then offered flowers and fruits and other things. Then feeling with a heavy heart, he went back home. Next day, this again the same thing. For a few days it happened, the priest could not tolerate anymore. Somebody is purposely doing this. So one day he decided, let me not go home, I'll wait and watch what is happening here. So he hid himself. And that day particularly, this hunter, Kannappa, he came with his usual meat and other things. This fellow saw him. Let me see what he's doing. As soon as he reached the abode of the Lord, he saw the flowers, etc. He removed all of that. And he suddenly found from the eye or the face of the Lord, where the eye would be, left eye, that portion started to have blood coming out. He said, how is that? He removed it, the blood, again it started coming out. Removed it, again it came. He said, something wrong here. That means the Bhagavan lost one eye. So what should I do? He took his arrow, plugged his eyes, and put it there. Placed it there. As soon as he placed that on the face of the Lord, blood stopped. Ah, very good. See, Bhagavan has taken my eyes. How nice it is. As he was thinking, the second side, the right side, it started. Now, okay, now what will I do? He has only one eye now. If I take out that eye, how do I know I have to keep it there? So he took his foot, he was wearing the slipper which is used for traversing in the forest. He put his foot on the place where the eyes should be, right eye. And then keeping that as the place, and he started to take out because then he will know where to put his eye, right? He started to poke. That is all. Then this person who was waiting in the background to hide out, he just came out. What is he doing? At the same time, Bhagavan appeared. Stop, Kannappa. Bhakti is, intolerably moving to me. so much of innocence. This is called innocence. The innocence of that very hunter, just feeling that this Lord is not a stone. It is a living entity. How many of us feel it that way? Even the priest who was daily worshipping did not have that feeling. God is somewhere, this is only a symbol. For him, that concept, that was not there. It is a living person. See, when we do the sthapana of the Lord, we do what is known as prana pradishta. Meaning, it is a living entity there, living person. That's why we do Trikala Puja and offering everything. As much as we eat 3 times a day, Bhagavan also eats. So Bhagavan appeared and said, enough, Kannappa, stop it. Then he gave both the eyes to him back. And that priest also came and fell at his feet. He said, even though I'm doing so much of ritual and puja every day, but the way you have expressed your love for the Lord, Margavartita paduka pashupate angasya kurchayate. Like the grass we offer to the Lord as his kavacha. Kurcha means the kavacha, which we all offer as a worshipful thing, a bundle of grass we offer. He offered instead his own slippers. Marga avartita paduka. Marga avartita means that which is used for moving about. Avartita, moving about. Marga avartita paduka pashupatehe angasya. For the Lord's form, it becomes kurchayate. Ayate means it becomes. So, for the Lord, a innocent devotee's footwear becomes an offering. Kandushambu nishechanam puraripoho divyabhishekayate. During the time when he was worshipping Kannappa, he knows that to clean up the Lord, we need water, So he understood second day or third day that there is a need for water. And he did not have any vessel, etc. So he used to drink the water, come and spit on the Lord. Kandushambu. Kandushambu means the mouthful of water. Nishechanam. Spitting on him. Puraripo divya abhishekayate. It becomes divya abhisheka for the Lord. Kinchit bhakshita mamsa shesha kavalam. Even those meat things that he brought after he having consumed whatever was left behind. Because he had no traditional background that I should first offer to God and then I should give it to the Lord. That was not there in him. Many times, when people give bhiksha, so they offer and said, Swamiji, there is no salt there, there is no this there. No, while cooking, I did not taste it at all. Please taste it. Shabari did not. See, be Shabari, then make me suffer. Shabari always tasted and then only gave. Right? If it is tasty, then you take. If it is not, it's bitter, don't take it. So when they put no salt, I call it assaulted food. When they put too much salt, it's called insulted food. So, kinchit bhakshita mamsa shesha kavalam. A portion of the food which is already eaten and let's left behind. Navyopaharayate. It becomes a beautiful, nice food for the Lord. Bhaktihi kimna karoti. Oh, what devotion cannot do? Which devotion Bhagavan will take? Mere ritual, mantras and chanting with no heart? Or even no mantras, nothing. But an offering done by a devotee with full of love, with a total faith, the Lord is there to take what I give. Patram pushpam palam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti upahrutam ashnami. You give one leaf, one spoon of water, one flower, one fruit, but give it with devotion. I take only the devotion, not the offering. Think about it. If you put a bowl full of kheer and Bhagavan takes it, next time smaller will be the cup. We only do the smell of it, Swami Swaha, Panaya Swaha, and making sure that a only small portion is kept. But what do we chant? Tera tujko arpana, chalage mera. Isn't that what we say? Think about it, which is yours and which is Bhagavan's. Even the flower that you are bringing is also Bhagavan's only. You see, you created the flower. Who created the water? Who created the flower? Everything that you are offering is already His. So what does He want? Bhakti. Bhaktya upahrutam ashnami. Whatever is offered to me with devotion, I take that devotion and not the object. Even if I take the object, if it is given with devotion, only they take it. Otherwise, I won't touch it. If I come to your home, just before getting to your home, I go to your backyard, pick up a flower, come to your front. Flower. Where do you get it from? Your backyard. You cannot bring from your home. Similarly, Bhagavan says, you are giving me. Yes. What? What are you giving me? What is already mine? Why should I give me? So it is not what you give, but what, how, with what heart you give, what love you give. Bhakti kim na karodi aho. Vanacharaha bhaktavatam sayate. Vanachara, the person in the, one who is just moving about in the forest becomes the greatest devotee of yours. So even though a Pandit who knows all the mantras, all the upasanas, all the things, when he does not have the devotion to the Lord, whatever he offers has no comparison with, you cannot compare that with an innocent hunter without any background of any ritual or tradition, offering with so much of innocence and love. So what is bhakti then? This innocence, this total surrender, with no arrogance, no ego, with no feeling that I am offering to you. When you go to India and when you see some of the temples, they have tubelets with their names written on that. You can't even have the light, only the names are there. So sponsored by so and so, and then in the memory of so and so. The light is completely covered with the letters only there. So here, the simple love of Kannappa is sufficient to prove what is the quality of a bhakta. Now, next to topic is, it's also simple, but at the same time, he says that I have nothing to give it to you, what you like. Because when offering to the Lord, nowadays we have variety of things are already put as the Lord's liking is this. If you go to a place called Tirunelveli in Tamil Nadu, there, the Devi there, she likes only local halwa. I wonder. Trinilveli halwa. Halwa itself is not Indian, first of all. It has come from Middle Eastern. But that Devi likes Trinilveli halwa. Who decided this? Devi. She asked for halwa. And another place in Tamil Nadu, the Lord's name is Oppu Illai Appan. Oppu means comparison. Upama. Illai means no. So, incomparable Lord. Oppu Illai Appan. Appan means Lord, Bhagavan, or Father. Poor Bhagavan, he gets all the food without uppu. Uppu means salt. Because they interpreted, Uppu Illai Appan. Bhagavan says, nothing has got any salt. On diet, Bhagavan is on diet. Salt-free diet. And you see, the human beings they are very funny, I mean, ex-devotion, you can do all these things. But Hanumanji asked for vada? Did he? Did he ask for vada or what? Yes or no? See, it is we want to eat. So, in the name of the Lord, I am not saying anything you should not do, but do it, please. Nothing wrong. But here he says, I do not know what to give it to you. I don't have anything. See, if you go to Bhagavan Vishnu's abode, he is Alankara Priya. Vishnu is Alankara. We can give as many ornaments you want, gold and this and that. Bhagavan will be very happy to have it. What does Bhagavan Vishnu, Shiva has? Tell me. Snake. And not normal bhasma. Smashan se leke aana hai. He will not take local, he will have to take it to Smashan. All that you can, and Alahala Vishnu. You have to find out where the poison is available and give it to him. So here he says, I don't know how to access these things. Jaladi matana taksho naiva patala bedi. Nachavana mrgayayam naiva lubdha praveenaha. Ashana kusuma bhusha vastra mukyam saparyam. Kataya katamaham te kalpayanindu mole. Jaladimatana daksho naiva patala bedi. Nachavana mrgayayam naiva lubdha praveenaha. Ashana kusuma bhusha vastra mukyam saparyam. Kataya katamaham te kalpayani indumole. A indumole, one who has on your forehead the beautiful crescent moon, which I have explained last time. Indumole katam aham te kalpayani. How do I actually decorate you? In what things I can really make you beautiful? Kataya, please tell me. How do I make you beautiful? How do I decorate you? With what? Because I do not know how to churn the ocean. Jalati madana daksha na eva. I do not know how to do the churning of the ocean, because only by churning of the ocean, first thing that came out was the visham, which you took and make it as a beautiful ornament on your own neck, because of which you are blue-necked or Nilakanta. So that Garala, I cannot give it to you because I am not the one who is capable of churning the ocean. Na padala bedi. I cannot go and go down into the Patala where all these serpents live. In other words, I cannot go to Florida. That place, I'm telling you, oh my God. Anywhere you have to be, any sound you have to be careful that. I cannot go. So there are 7 worlds below. Atala, Vitala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala. There are 7 worlds below. Tala means a level. So 7 levels below, Patala is where all the snakes are. No, one may think that it is a physical place called Patala. No, it is not. Pata means the lowest. Patatala. In the living beings, those which are living in utter darkness, they won't like the light. Have you seen snake coming around on a daylight, waiting for, No, it won't. It always hides, like cockroaches and many of these animals, or many of these reptiles, they won't like the light. So you don't need to think that Patala is another place. No, Patala is a lowest form of living in our own place. Wherever we are, in the same very place where you and I are, there are other living beings living in a different standard or state of being, state of existence. So as much as we are living in one state of consciousness, they are living in the lowest level of consciousness. It is not, therefore, to be misconstrued that there is a physical place called. Similarly, as much as Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala are all 7 levels down, 7 levels up also is here only. We are in Bhuhu, right? Then Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam. It's a different dimension of consciousness. Gurudev always would say, different dimension of consciousness, not necessarily a physical dimension. If there is an ant that is going from this corner to the other end of this hall, how much time do you think it will take? A small ant. What do you think? How much time? Half an hour? 1 hour? For you? 30 seconds? So what is 30 seconds for you? It is 30 minutes for that ant, so to say. So what is that time? Depends upon what? Depends upon its states of awareness or say condition. So if you understand this, what is 30 minutes for that very same living being living in the same world you and I are, you can do it in 30 seconds. For that it is 30 minutes. So what is 30 seconds for? 30 minutes for us, in another dimension, it is few seconds. Think in that way. So when you are doing a ritual of invoking a particular Bhagavan, he is not somewhere else, in this same place where you and I are, but in a different dimension. So that's why you are able to call him immediately. When you are invoking the Lord, he is pretty much here, provided you know and understand you are calling him from the closest point. He will listen to you. He will respond to you right away there, provided you know how to access that. That's why these people who are mantrajnaha, tantrajnaha, those who have the knowledge of the mantra and they are also the ritualistic part of how to invoke that particular form of the Lord, they go into meditation only to bring that particular divine power into this dimension. It's not that they have to call from somewhere else. Anyway, coming back to this point, the Patala is not another place where, another location, wherever these snakes are, that I do not have access to. So therefore, Patala Beti Nacha. I cannot bring these snakes which you wear. In Tulsi Ramayana, you may remember that Shiva Parvati, what do you call, very marriage that takes place, Vivaha. So how do they decorate Bhagavan Shiva? One snake here, another snake here. This is a ring. This is like and a belt there. Even for rings, another small little ones, little snakes, because he likes that only. And his retinue is also very funny. All Star Wars characters. One eye, the stomach has the mouth here, and 3 heads. All weird creatures. That's Bhutaganas. But he doesn't reject anybody. What is rejected by the world, Bhagavan takes it. Ashutosha. Who wants the bhasma from the smashan? I will take it. Who wants snake? I will take it. Who wants the visham? I will take that. But I cannot give you all these things to you. Jalati, matana, dakshanacha, patala betiyapo. Also I am not. Vana mrgayayam. The various wild animals, their skin is what you wear. Tiger skin, or a lion skin, or an elephant skin. I do not have the ability to take away the skin from the wild animal and give it to you. Na eva lubdha praveenaha. I am not a very, praveenaha means expert in what? I am not an expert hunter to do this. Ashana, kusuma, mrusha, vastra, mukyam, saparyam, which are all sent to be the most important things to be offered to you. What? Ashanam, food. Kusuma, the flower. Bhusha, the ornaments. Vastram, the garments. Saparyam, mukyam, khataya. Khatamaham te. Kalayani. How do I give all these things to you? Oh Lord, I am useless in that way also. So, but you don't reject me, please. Oh Indumole, the one who has a beautiful crescent mound on his head, please, just because I cannot offer all these things to you, do not reject me as your devotee. So earlier what he said, I don't know anything. Please don't reject me. You are the one who could take even the most, innocent offering of this Kannappa. Even that I cannot give you. At least he could give Mamsa to you, Rudiram to you. But I cannot give even that. So this way, the devotee, the next topic is, for the devotion to the Lord, there is no form, particular form required. Any form is good. See, there are so many temples you have. Let us say, take Krishna for example. So many temples you have. But not one form will be similar to the other. If you go to Guruvayur, the form of Krishna is one form. Udupi is another form. Vrindavan, another form. Puri Jagannath is a totally different form. Dwaraka, Srinath. You see, one Krishna only, but you know how many different forms. But do you lack the devotion? Oh, I am only Guruvayur, I don't care about Srinath. If you really are a devotee, whether you go to Guruvayur or Srinath or Puri or Dwaraka, Krishna is Krishna only. Whichever form he is. Now extend further. Whether Krishna or Rama, it is the same. But there also big fight happens sometimes. Is it not true? What is Bhagavan Shiva constantly meditating upon? Ram. Then, even between them, there is only we have a problem. They don't have an issue. Once I was coming from the Los Angeles airport, I was coming out. One American lady, belonged to some tradition, she came running to me, looking at this dress. Are you a Vaishnavite or a Shaivite? I looked at her and said, I am not a white. We don't have a problem of Shaivite and Vaishnavite and all those things. We will think, and many times when people knock at my door and said, "Oh, do you believe, which God you believe in?" I ask, which one you want? Are you Hindu? I say, yes. Do you believe in Krishna? Yes. Ram? That also. Shiva? Yes. Christ? Yeah. There are so many. We have one more, that doesn't matter to us. Add as much as you want. We have no problem with that. Buddha also, chalo. All are manifestation of the divinity only. How does it matter to us? They cannot attack that. How can you do that? You can only believe in this and not anything else. That's your problem. We have no problem with that. They have some 33,000. One more either doesn't make much difference. Because the existence of divinity is in everyone. Somewhere it is manifested fully, we call it an avatara or Bhagavat avatara or divinity. And so the particular form, naratvam devatvam nagavana mrugatvam mashakata Pashutvam Kidatvam Bhavatu Bihagatmadi Jananam Sada Tvatpadambha Padabja, sorry. Sada Tvatpadabja Smarana Paramanandalahari Bihara Saktam Chet Hridayamiha Kim Te Navapusham Naratvam Devatvam Nagavana Mrugatvam Mashakata Pashutvam Kidatvam Bhavati Vihagatva Jananam Sada Tvatpadabja Smarana Paramanandalahari Bihara Saktam Chet Hridayameha Kim Te Navabhusha. As much as you can be worshipped in any form, I can be in any form to worship you. The Manushya Janma I have taken, because of which I am able to recognize, realize, understand the purpose of my life, and therefore I can direct my mind towards you. But if the same ability or the understanding is there in my mind, then how does it matter what physical form I am in? So grant me that awareness by which I can take any form. It doesn't matter. So a devotee is not persisting or insist upon only human form for one to worship. In Mukundamala also, Bhagavan, there the Kulashekara verse says that I am ready to face even the deeds or the results of my deeds of the past without any complaint. Nasta dharmo navasunichaye naiva kamopabhoge yatyad bhavyam bhavatu bhagavan purva karmanurupam etat pratyam mama bahumatam janma janmantarepe tvat padamburuha yugagata nischala bhaktirastu. Na asta dharme na vachu nichaye kamo bhoga. I do not bother about dharma, artha, kama, bhoga, kama, moksha. Why? Whatever needs to happen in my life, let it happen according to my past. Yatyad bhavyam bhavatu bhagavan purva karmanurupam. From the Indian English standpoint, whatever has to happen, happen, let it happen. Whatever has to happen according to my past deeds, why am I fighting with it? Yat yad bhavyam bhavad bhagavan purva karma anurupam etat pratyam. This is my prayer. Mama bahumadam janma janmantare api, even many lives I take. Tvat pada amboruha yuga gata nischala bhakti astu. May I have the devotion to your feet. Similarly here, naratvam, being human, devatvam, being a deity who may be born in the heavens, nagava namrugatvam mashakata. Naga means tree or a mountain, nagachati. It doesn't move. Nagavanam, vanamrugatvam, or maybe an animal. Mashakata, even mosquitoes is okay. Little worms. Pashutvam, being an animal. Kitatvam, insects. Bhavatu vihagattvati jananam. Vihaga means vihe gachati, that is bird. So one which is flying there, vihayam gachati, so that which is flying in the sky can be a bird. Let it be so, my mama jananam. Let it be my life or my birth be of any kind. Human, divine, bird, insect, mosquito, animals, wild animals. Sada tvat padabja smaranam. Always remembering the lotus feet of yours, Anandalahari. Probably this is where this word comes, Anandalahari. The waves of bliss of remembering your feet, O Lord. Sada tvat padabja smarana paramanandalahari. Vihara saktam ched. When I am attached to that great bliss of remembering your feet, O Lord, hridayam iha. If I have that heart, kimte navapusha. What form I take, how does it matter? So it is said that even in the Ramayana, the devotion that the monkeys had, is so comparable to the gopikas they had for Krishna. So much of love for the Lord. They are ready to leave their body for Him. So much was the devotion they all had, because of which they are ready to put their life at stake and make sure that Bhagavan's work is done. So, we cannot just say that it because Vanaras they did not have, they were wild, etc. No, each one of them was a devotee of the Lord. There is a story about this also, right? When the Setu was being built, at that time, Bhagavan was watching what's going on, and all these monkeys were carrying the heavy stones. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. They put the stone, and the stone was floating. So all the stones that were being brought from the nearest mountain and being put there on the way to Lanka, all they were floating. So Sri Ram was wondering, how can this defies all the laws? How can it float? So he said, okay, let me think. If they can put the stone and float, let me try. He took a stone and put it there. Blum, it went inside. So I said, how is that? Then they put, it is floating. When I put it is... So I hope nobody saw it. Hanumanji was watching from a distance and he laughed. What are you laughing at? No, I said, no, I'm not laughing, but I'm just smiling at what you did. So tell me, Hanuman, how is that when they put the stone, it is floating, and I put, it doesn't? Bhagavan, because they chanted your name and put it, that is what is floating. It is not the stone that making it flow. It is the devotion with which those Vanaras are chanting your name. Your name has more power than you. You understand that. If you yourself put, it doesn't do. So those Vanaras, so much of love for the Lord. Now next one is, should a devotee be a renunciate? Should he be a sannyasin to do this? Is it that needed for being devoted to the Lord? It is not so. Anyone, any stage of life is fit for remembering the Lord, be devoted to the Lord. Vaturva gehiva yatirapi jativa tatitaro naro va yakkaschit bhavatu bhavakim tena bhavati yadiyam hritpadmam yadi bhavadadinam pashupate tadiyastvam shambho bhavasi bhavabharam chavahasi vaturva gehiva yatirabhijati va taditaro naro va yakkaschit bhavatu bhavakim tena bhavati yadiyam hritpadmam yadi bhavadadinam pashupate tadiyastvam shambho bhavasi bhavabharam chavasi. So, Vatuhu means a brahmachari, one who is engaged in study of the scriptures. At that stage it is called a Vatuhu. Vatuhu means a young boy or young person whose main engagement in life is study. Even today's world, one must understand that this is important. Various stages of life are provided as stipulated stages of growth or maturity. So first 25 years, just for the sake of calculation, first 25 years one is engaging in gaining the correct knowledge about life as well as how to handle situations outside. That's why we give enough samskaras to the students here, because they not only should know the worldly knowledge but also spiritual understanding, so that once they are ready to independently live in this world, they should know how to handle themselves. They cannot go on, fall back on somebody else, or get depressed by the rejections that comes in the world. The world is cruel. They will never always praise you. At home, when children are, oh, you are the best, you are the best. After some time, they think that they are the best and they cannot face any failure. They should be always been told. That is why it is said, first 5 years of the child's birth, child's growth, in one of the topics, parenting, I have written that. I am also selling the book now. Yeah. So, first 5 years of the child's life must be most pampered. At that time, you give them as much love as you want. And the child is also ready to listen innocently. So, first 5 years of a child's life is for all the love that you can give. Lalayet panchavarshani. Lalayet means give all the fonding, love, fondness, everything. From the age 6 to 15, thadayet. Dashavarshani, thadayet, meaning left and right. You should know what is right and what is wrong. Because for everything that you do, there is a consequence. So if the child is not taught that their actions are subject to consequence, they will never be able to face life when they make mistakes. Thadayet panchavarshani. Those Mitasha Varshani Tadayat. The 10 years from 6 to 15, they should be shaped up like a gold which is put in an anvil and beaten up to come to shape. That is where we make the mistake in this country. Oh, they are so afraid of the kids. And that fellow wants whatever he wants. Nobody says anything. Prapti tu shodashe varshe, when the child becomes 16-year-old, putram mitravat acharet. Treat him like a friend, because he will not listen. Whatever you do. So it's better to talk. Okay, now let us talk. One man, when the boy became 16, so he said, hey, come here, I want to talk to you about life. So the boy came out, okay, what do you want to know? He thinks he knows better than you. So, prapti to shodashe varshe, when he becomes 16, putram mitravacha acharet. May you treat him like a friend. So, vatuhu means in the stage of learning, first to 25 years. Gehi, grihastha, grihavasi, householder. Gurudev used to say, householder means house is not holding you. You are holding on to the house. Whether you are a householder, and then yatirapi jati va tatitare. Yati means this third stage of life, which is known as brahmacharya, grihastha, and then vanaraprastha. So it is not vanaprastha, because once they retire, they go from daughter's house to the son's house to the daughter's house. Vanara-like. So they are called Vanaraprasthas. Before become Vanaprastha. Nowadays there is no Vanaprastha, Vanaraprastha. So here, Yati here means one who has given up the worldly attachments and exclusively thinking or preparing for sannyasa. Then Jati. Jati means one who has given up even all the other things and exclusively engaged in being a renunciate. Tad itaraha, or even anything else. Naro vaya kaschit. Whether it is human or otherwise also. Bhavatu, bhava kim tena bhavati. What does it matter to you? Because you are not looking at the physical form, whether he is young or old, whether he is a grihastha or brahmachari, vanaprasthin or a sannyasin, doesn't matter at all. Whoever it be, yakkaschit bhavatu, whoever it be, kim tena bhavati, what is that because of that? What does it matter? Yadi yam hrit padmam iti bhavadiyam, bhavadadinam. If that person's heart is depending completely on you, meaning his heart is fully surrendered to you, yadi bhavat adinam yadi hrit padmam he pashupate tadiyatvam bhavasi. To such a person, you are already his. As Bhagavan Krishna says, Jnani tu atma eva mimatam. Jnani is me, myself. Because he said that even though there are 4 different bhaktas are there, Artho, Jignasu, Rattarthi, Jnani, Chaparadharshava, they are all Udara Sarva Evete. All of them are great indeed. They are people of noble deeds. But Jnani tu Atma eva mimatam. Because each one of them wanting something else from me, but only Jnani wants me. Because Artha means one who has physical afflictions, arthritis. So Artha means one who has arthritis. So Artha, one who has affliction. So he wants what? Oh Lord, give me relief from this affliction. Artharthi means one who has wealth, name, fame, position, power, status. And another one is Jignasu. He wants to learn. He become intellectual. He wants to know more and more things. But Jnani, he wants nothing. He wants me. And he looks at me as Atma only. He is not looking at me as one who can relieve me from this, relieve me from that, give me this. No. A Jnani looks at me as Atman, so I look at him as Atman. In the same way here, Vaturva, Gehiva, Yatir, whether he is a Vatu or Yati, Yatirapi, even if he is an Yati, Jativa, whether he is a Narahava, Itarahava, whether it is a Nara or anybody else. One whose heart, Yakaschit Bhavatu, Bhava Tena Kim Bhavati, Yadi Iyam Hrit Padmam, Yadi Bhavat Adinam Bhavati. When his heart is for you, hey Pashupate, Tadiyatvam Bhavati. You become his. Hey Shambho, Bhava Bharam Chavahasi. You are the one who takes the burden of carrying that person on you. Bhava Bharam Bahasi. You are the one who really carries that person in your own, by your own self. So, this way, it doesn't matter what form, doesn't matter which stage of life, it doesn't matter whether one is a devotee, one is a person who knows the rituals and traditions or not. These are the qualification. So, next topic is where one should place his bhakti. We'll see in the next session. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkhabhat Bhavet Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. All right. So those who would like to get this book, please do come. I will sign it for you. Yeah. Any announcements?
So just a quick reminder that whoever picked up the books, we do have an item in the kiosk. You can open the kiosk and you can go to souvenirs. The first option there is this book. So you can pay with your credit card or we'll request everyone to be here because as soon as the books are done, we'll have the Aarti as well. There are 7 books remaining.